These guys got to quit swapping cars. Whoa, got the one, Martin Truex around.
Okay, hold the brakes down there. Okay.
And Kyle Busch also involved further up the racetrack. Well, heavy damage on the 32 car. You can see how hard you hit at this racetrack, even though it is a very short track.
Well, we're at Bristol.
Can't say that these weren't type of things that we weren't expecting to happen, because it is such a small racetrack and you're going so fast that probably more times than not, you're going to get caught up in someone else's problems.
Looks like the 6 car maybe got into the back of Martin Truex. Ooh,
Kyle Busch was trying to drive by there as fast as he could. He hasn't had much luck the last couple of weeks.
Big spin by Truex, and it catches Kyle Busch, 2 of the favorites involved in caution number 2.
Yeah.
Looked like that all started with either at Carl Edwards or in front of Carl Edwards.
Yeah, he seems to be struggling a lot.
Yeah, he wiggled.
And then
Truex checked up. Yeah. Reagan got the back of him.
Which is the way it usually happens.
Yeah. We're even now, Doc, on that 32 car. That 32 car gets us every time, doesn't it?
Yeah. I called him Dave Blaney.
Yeah.
We just called him Danny Hamlin. So we'll have Junior Johnson in it before the year's out.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
We got it right, finally.
We're all right.
Oh, he just barely caught. I was looking at that replay over there. He just barely caught Kyle Busch.
Yeah, you can see Carl was struggling coming off of there.
So I say, if you're a tenth and a half off here, you're in the way.
Oh yeah,
You're in the way, and you're going to cause a problem.
I mean, if we ever get 5 laps, they're going to be lapping these guys back here, and it's going to create some big problems as they stack up more and try to decide where they're going.
You know, Biffle took off and passed a couple.
We welcome you back to the Sharpie Mini 300 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Under caution for the second time today. The 91 car is our Aaron's Lucky Dog Free Pass Award winner. That's Larry Gunzelman. There's Larry, and he was the first car a lap down, and now he will get back on the lead lap. Kyle Busch involved in that incident a moment ago. Had a really good race car. Climbed out of the car and headed out of the building, down the ramp and outside.
He's pretty sure they're not going to be able to get that car fixed, at least not quickly.
No, and they're not going to fix it to where he wants to drive it. So he was almost by there. And, you know, there's nothing you can do in that situation. You know, you make that move to go to the high side and hope that the guy's able to hold it down. But these things have so much momentum, and that is still slick down there because it's still wet. So this wasn't any way that Martin could hold it down.
And this was really one of those chain reaction Bristol type crashes, because we saw Carl Edwards struggle just a little bit up off the corner. And then you see Martin Truex, he gets tagged by David Reagan in that 6 car, and then all this happens.
Second week in a row, Kyle Busch has had some poor luck. He broke the shock mount after dominating at Atlanta last week. And then, of course, the NASCAR Sprint Cup points leader only made it through 13 laps today. He climbed out of the car and headed out. But Dave is caught up with Martin Truex Jr.
Yep, guys, standing by right now. Martin has climbed from the car. Pretty heavily damaged. Any chance you're going to get back out there?
No.
How did this start? It looked like maybe the 60 was a little slow coming off the corner, or were you all bottled up there?
Yeah, the 60 was real loose. I was trying to be nice. You know, it was like 10 laps in, so
You gonna quit being nice?
I know who I can quit being nice to, but it ain't the 60. You know, he didn't do nothing wrong. He was loose. The track was real slick, you know, green, loose. I was loose too, but not as bad as the 60. And I just got checked up. About got into the 60 and I had to check up. And, you know, after that, I'm not really sure what happened. All I know is I was spinning the hell out of the tires up off the corner, and I got behind on the steering. I shouldn't have wrecked. I did get run into, I believe, but I shouldn't have wrecked it.
How difficult are the conditions right now with the green track for everybody, Martin?
Typical concrete when it's green. It's just real slippery. You know, you're just up on top of the racetrack. And I felt real good about the car. It's a shame these guys, you know, I wanted to do a good job for them. Feel pretty dumb running 10 laps and wrecking.
All right, thanks, Martin. He's out, guys, but done for the day.
Contact Truex and Kyle Busch. We told you it has been a frustrating couple of weeks for Kyle Busch, and there's the 32 car he was driving today. Looked like he was driving away from him in Atlanta a week ago, and indeed he was, but then the troubles came on. Whoa! The 18 car up in the wall.
I'm not a very big fan of the tires we have here anyway.
Trouble on the racetrack.
Blow tire? Yep. No warning whatsoever again. Wasn't as gentle as last week.
Kyle Busch, a tire at Las Vegas, and then the shock mount at Atlanta. So those 2 weeks, then you add this one into it. A lot of frustration there. But how about he dominated Atlanta, led the most laps, had led at Daytona, but then obviously a lot of frustration. DJ, it's almost like when this starts happening, you're snake bit.
Yeah, sometimes the harder you try to stay out of trouble or just have a good day, the worse things get. And no fault of his own right here. He's just doing his job driving. But when you come to Bristol, you're hoping that the weeks before Bristol were good because you know that possibility is there for things to happen here, and they happen in a hurry, just like we saw there.
Andy, you talked about playing defense. You got to